What up? What up? What up, everybody? We are live tonight, live streaming. Me and my boy. All right, so look, I have to click every. What in the world is that, man? I gotta click on this Instagram so our Instagram can be live. But welcome. I want to welcome you to the Encounter Podcast with me. I'm your host, Marcus Stewart. You can find me and follow me on all social media platforms at _ minister Marcus. Got my co-host back on tonight. I can't believe it. Antuan is in the house. Go ahead and say something, my brother.
What's up? It's good to be back.
It's
Thank
good
the
to be
Lord for another opportunity.
Hey, you know what? I shouldn't have brought you on the way you did me the last time, man. You booted me off your live. Oh yeah, I
No,
still remember that.
I don't remember that.
I definitely remember that. You booted me off. Tell them why'd you boot me off, Antoine? Why you boot me?
I don't remember that at all.
This boy. All right. I'm gonna
What
try to keep
happened?
it PG. I'm gonna try
What
to
happened?
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet you don't know.
Yeah, well, anyway. It's good to have you back, bro Ham. It's good to have you back. For everybody that is watching online, I am going to include I'm gonna include a link in the chat. So if we start talking about a subject that y'all want to jump in on, you're welcome to do that. I want to just kind of keep it fun tonight. So this is our first live stream ever. So I want to kind of get in the habit of live streaming.
This is not our first live stream ever. We did
Well,
one before with all the
we did,
brothers.
but it
Don't start off
wasn't
lying.
long. It wasn't long. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't long. So look,
Okay.
so it's been a while since you've been on, bro. So what's different with you, man? What's different with you?
I done lost some pounds.
Wow, you lost some pounds. Is that for real?
You said what's different? What's different? I lost a few pounds. I was at 239. Now I'm at 230. But since my birthday this past weekend, I'm back up to 234. I don't know what I ate 4 pounds or something.
Well, I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you. Difference with me is I actually got in a relationship, as you know, and it was up, it was down, it was all the way around. But I don't know. I don't know.
What happened, Marcus?
Relationships are hard, man. The relationships are hard. That's what happened.
Yeah, but what
Relationships are
happened,
hard.
Marcus? What happened?
I've been look. I've been single so long that it's
Do you still
that's how
operate
it
as
is.
single?
No, we patched it up. Why is relationships so hard though? That's what I want to know. Is that like that? Like is marriage is marriage like that? Like marriage is like that hard? Like you gotta like
Yes.
people are look. The last episode I had a married couple. And they said a relationship is work. Then the people before that I had on there was a couple. They said relationship is work. Then a couple that I had that I ain't even posted yet. They said the same thing. It's just hard out here, man.
As much as you think it's supposed to be easy, you got two completely
Right,
different people who think
right,
two completely different ways. And then
right.
to top that, you have two different sexes, which means the man think one way and a woman think another way. Now you add
Well,
all that together, you bound to run into some walls.
that's like that's like a lot of walls, bro. That's
And
a lot of
then
walls.
and then you top it with each of us have our own personalities and characteristics that's already formed over time because of hurts, traumas, life, upbringing, and somebody else, another person has those exact same things. It's kind of when you mix it all together, you have to kind of weed out as you go what can be dealt with, what can be healed, what can be tolerated, what can be delivered from, what can be, you walking through all of that. It's
I
not
gotta
it's
say,
it's not
look, you
easy.
know what? Do you know one of the things that is really hard, and I'm getting used to it. But like, when you're in a relationship, when you single, you don't have to deal with nothing. Like you just be like, whatever. But like when you in a relationship, like you gotta talk, like you gotta, oh man.
Consider other person's feelings.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just, I mean,
It's that
anyway.
too.
Well,
It's that too because if you know you know that you might say something. We've had off this you know screen
yes,
conversations about the same thing.
yes, that's true
You
though.
can say it, you can say it a straight way, or you can say it this way. That's more soft approach, but it's the same thing. You ain't sugarcoating it. You just considering another person's feelings. I guess I'm on here by myself. I think Marcus cricket phone. Hey, you ain't supposed to be seeing my uniform. Get.
Hold on, hold on. I just had a glitch on my computer. It's all good. But yeah, say
Hey,
that last
so
thing.
on your side, you only see the width of the globe. You don't see my uniform over here, right?
Nah. Why you want us to see a uniform?
No. When you got off, it showed the whole widescreen, and my uniform was in the background. But
Mm.
anyway,
But yeah, what was the
but okay. So,
what was the last thing that you
huh?
said though? What was the last thing that you said?
Um, I forgot.
Oh, this dude here. That
I
is not
forgot.
all right. So look, so you know what I like to do. How long you been married again?
2 years now.
2 years. And how is it? So if somebody was thinking about getting married, what is a piece of advice that you would say to them? What would you tell them?
The very first thing I would say is go sit down and have an honest, candid conversation
With
about
yourself?
no
Oh, with your
with
person.
the person about kids, about finance. Let's go back to kids by themselves. Kids, the kids that you have, the amount of kid fathers, the amount of kid mothers, who is the drama of all of them? If you don't have no drama, what is y'all communication? All those kind of things, because then it's going the conversation gonna be had of, well, I'm not comfortable with that, or I don't like how much y'all talk, or
Right.
is it only that, or is it extra stuff that be happening? Are you gonna cut all that off? That's
Yeah,
a
right.
conversation need to be had. Finances. Where are you? Where do you see yourself in 2 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you have in the savings?
So we
What is your?
basically having pre all these pre conversations.
It's
Yeah,
basically
I mean, yeah, we
pre-counseling.
have
It's basically pre-counseling, but with each other without paying somebody to ask these questions for you. What does your credit look like? Okay. All right. So even if you came in with nothing, what is your goal for 2 to 5 years? You can love somebody all day, but I wrote a poem called "Love Is Not Enough."
I agree with that. So look, I saw this story, bro. I saw this story where dude was with a chick and they've been together for like what I think he said 3 years, but come to find out, like his phone has started glitching for some reason, and he, what's going on with my phone? So he took his phone. I think it was an iPhone. So everybody that got iPhones, y'all need to switch to Android. That's why this was able to happen. But anyway, so he takes the phone to the Apple store, and she had put spyware on the dude phone. So like she could see everything that he did on his phone. She could see every website he visited. She could see all of that. And he was like venting to like it was some kind of show, but he was basically like venting like why is she doing that? But that was actually caused a problem like in their relationship. Is that a fair or foul
To me,
to
it's a
you?
foul. To me, my opinion. The It can go so many different ways with this conversation because
I was just to say that.
a lot of Apple people do not mind sharing locations. That's what they do. They say, "Oh, it's because for the safety. I want to make sure that they're safe." The kids have their parents' locations and they're tracking their parents. That's never been okay for me. You
Wait. For the parents to track the kids, that's
No,
okay.
no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
look, I
no,
need to know
not
where
not
you
no, no,
going.
no, 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 not for the parents to track the kid, for
For
the
the
kid
kids
to be
to
tracking the
track the
parent.
parents.
Where
Okay,
you at? Oh, why you over here? When you come in, oh, I see you over here. Can you bring me? You a kid.
I gotta
Stay in
agree
the
with you
kid's
on that.
place. So when they have that capability or that access, it's like it's too much. It's like
But wait, we wait again. We not talking about
I'm talking
like
about in general. In general,
I'm talking
the
about like specific, like
I
your
know
boo, your girlfriend got your thing and she tracking your location. Is that a fair or a foul?
Marcus, your internet glitching, bro.
Oh no, that's not my internet, brother. That's your internet.
Nah, it ain't gonna put both of us off.
You need to get rid of that cricket internet you got over there, my.
Don't be trying to say what I say to you. This is AT&T over here. We got the
Oh,
fiber that go in the ground.
yeah.
So
So look,
so
is that a fair or foul? She got your stuff. She got your location without you knowing though. That's a foul.
no, I feel like even even an air tag, the phones can detect if there's an air tag. I rented a car because I do personal protection plug, and my internet picked up there there was an air tag found, and I
Oh,
realized that in these vehicles that I rent from these specific people, Houston Rentals, they're a great company, and they're able to locate the car or know where you at and all that kind of stuff because they have the air tag placed in the car.
so
That's
wait,
for their
your phone picked it up.
every phone will pick it up. Yeah, if you have your Wi-Fi on, or your Bluetooth on, or I think it's both, or I don't know which one, but I always have both of mine on. It automatically reads when you get in the car, AirTag detected. So
Wow. So
so
you will know if your girl got you.
on an AirTag, yeah, but on an app like that, no. Or if they actually follow each other. Like I know somebody right now that allows ex of hers access to know where she's at.
A ex?
Uh, it's a friend of
But wait,
mine.
she must be single though.
She's single,
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
but
yeah, I
she
got
allows her ex to know where she's going, and it could be a mental thing messing with his mind, or it could be for a safety thing. For me, that's just never been okay. I feel like it puts me back in a mindset of you are not trusted. So if you're not trusted, then you need to know every single where, every single place. I'm going to the store. That's just it's just too much for me. For me, I can't say
you.
this about everybody.
Yeah,
Don's
so
family. Hello,
for
Don's
everybody
family.
that's watching, please give us a comment right here. Is it a fair or a foul? Your spouse like have spyware on your phone to where they tracking everywhere you going, everything you watching, everybody you texting, and unbeknownst to you, so they didn't tell you about this, but they got spyware on your phone without you knowing. What? Tell me y'all opinions. The viewers that are watching, tell me y'all opinions. Because for me, I'm like, it'll
Marcus,
be better.
let me tell you this too. I'm a private investigator, right?
Right.
Plug. Um, we use all those things to find out information, right? Whatever we need to do to find out information, we find out whatever information. I've never used that in my relationships, regardless if they trust me or didn't trust me, or if I didn't trust them, or whatever the case was. I never used the that stuff because I felt like I want to trust you as an individual, and I want you to tell me what I need to know. I want you to trust me as an individual, and I want you to take my word. Now, at any point in time that there's a lapse of trust, then we need to deal with that. If it has to be where I need to give you my information to track me,
Right.
I don't feel like we need to be together. Now, let me tell you, Don's family asked me this at I think it was Thanksgiving. All of
Okay.
them do this where they share their locations and everything. It's not an
Mhm.
issue. It's not a big issue. It's not a big issue. Why is it a big issue? I mean, I track it. We track. She got my location. That's y'all. That's y'all. That's how y'all operate. That's not how I operate. That's not something that I like. But I did say, you know what? If that's what you want, I'll give it to you. It would have been, it would have been not. willingly. It would have been out of not resentment, but it would have been, what's the word? You're doing it. You're doing it just
Out of spite.
because. Now I don't want to say spite because it wouldn't have been. I would have been happy with it, but I would have did it just to give her comfort.
Hey, hold on. Your screen just froze up. Now I can hear your audio, but your screen is definitely frozen. But we got somebody in the chat. Kim Williams, that's my spud. She say without consent, that's foul. Without consent, that's
You said
foul.
that's spud.
That ain't, don't call it that. But
Where's she
yes,
at?
she on YouTube. She said without consent is foul. Okay, so look, if you in the chat right now, the question is it a fair, oh, Anton just went off. All right, so look, the question is in the chat, if you are in the chat on whatever platform that you are on, is it a fair or is it a foul for somebody to be tracking your location on your phone, right, without you knowing? So the story is a dude was with his girl for 3 years, and he finds out that his girl has been tracking his every move on his phone. He finds out his girl has been looking at who he's texting. She's been looking at where he's going. She's been all of the above, but she did it without him knowing. So is that a fair or a foul? So if you in the chat,
Get me out of
uh,
backstage. Well, I'm backstage. Get me out of backstage. Oh,
look,
hey.
is that a fair or a foul? So look, I just dropped the link in the chat. If you want to come on live with us, I dropped the link in the chat. What you do is you paste it into your browser on your phone or on your computer, and it'll bring you right on up backstage, and I'll bring you on so you can be a part of the conversation. But is it a fair or a foul for your spouse or your person to basically be tracking your every move on your phone without you knowing? Like, is
Hey,
that a
listen.
fair or is that a foul?
Now there, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I do know that I left a whole relationship because I think I told this story a long time ago, but I'm gonna tell it again because it has something to do with the topic at hand.
Right.
There was already strikes against this person.
Strikes against. So when you say strikes, what do you mean when you say that?
I already had strikes up to why it wasn't working or wasn't gonna work, but
Okay.
still trying to push through, fight through, whatever. However,
Okay.
I was throwing a Christmas party for my employees at my office, and I was DJing. I had the DJ equipment up, set up, everything was nice, red carpet pulled out, whole nine.
Right.
Um, I on the phone that I don't use, that Don be talking about. You got another phone? I don't use this phone. I used to have it when I was working for Ally, but I use it almost as a mercy phone. Well, I was using that phone to do the music, so that if anybody called me for business or officers call, whatever, I have access to my phone without the music cutting off.
Okay.
Well, it was sitting on the thing, and I asked a person to go change it. She changed it, but as she was changing it, she started just swiping through, swipe, swipe,
Oh,
swipe,
without you
swipe
asking. So
messages.
hold up. Did you get mad at that? Because like, I mean, I don't be tripping. Like, if you go through my phone, you ain't gonna find nothing. But I mean,
Hold on, messages. Oh, unread messages. All these unread messages. All these open apps. Oh, I mean, just going through straight from Facebook to Messenger to pictures to text message to everything in an old phone that I was not using. Yes, I got
Oh,
mad. Yes, I got mad because I felt as if I asked you to do one thing and you went creeping. I never gave you a reason. Never gave you anything to suspect that something was happening. So for
mhm.
me to walk up on you and you hurry up and exit out and oh hey and smile like nothing's going on, and then I open my phone and I look and like really.
Mm.
I tried to break up that night. It didn't work, but that next morning I was done. I said,
How
hey,
could you?
I
How did you
can't do it.
try to?
'Cause I said, you know, I've dealt with that before, and I don't want to deal with somebody who can't trust me. So I'm really done. And she wants
Bro,
to talk
that
about it. She wants to talk about it. She wants to talk about it. Okay, cool. We talked about it. And I went to the house that night, but then the next morning I woke up and I was just perplexed. I was like, hey, this not gonna work.
Wait, that's not something to break up. That's something to have a conversation about, though,
That
right? Like,
that was a additional straw that broke
addition.
the
Okay,
camel's
you did
back.
already say that there was some other stuff
The
going on.
camel
Okay,
had two humps, and you broke
and
the
that was
humps
you broke both. Okay, okay, okay. Look,
for me.
I can't deny, I can't knock that.
Now, if anybody ever seen the video that we were talking about a long time ago when I talked about this story in totality, then you understand the other things that happened that made me be like, okay, I'm moving around.
Is
But
that the stat?
this
Is that the ninth person?
no, no.
Okay. Well, you know what? For me, I think it. No, I think it's a foul. I do. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a foul, but I think it's something that can be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's something that we
Did you
just.
tag me on Facebook for this?
I did. I don't think I tagged you on the live, but I did tag you. I tagged you in the original post.
Um,
I tagged you in the original. Why you trying
I
to get
want to make
on?
sure I want to make sure people can see it so they can get on.
Okay. I got a notification that you was on, but
Share. I'm gonna just share this. Share. I just share that.
yeah, what is happening? All right, hold on. So if you watching, guys, leave your comment in the chat. Um, is it a fair or foul for your person to be tracking your phone without your consent? Is it a
Okay.
fair or foul for
What was
your
it?
person?
What was the next topic you had?
Okay, look, I'm giving people a chance to respond to that, but
Yeah, I know, but they'll respond to it as we go. We can't stay stuck on that one.
yeah, I got you. Hold on. Now you asked me to tag you now, my brother. Now I'm trying
I,
to tag
I
you.
just
Hold on.
share. I just share what you had on there.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right.
But no, it really perplexes me when people feel like they need to track and trace and hey, if that's what you need to do, why be with somebody?
I agree with you.
I
I agree.
mean, I if for a person that do the same things every single day, it gets it gets old and redundant to feel like you need to be followed, swallowed up.
I feel you. Yep. All right. Well, look, I got you. I don't know what you just said because this thing started doing the playback on my
Oh, good.
on my
You probably need to hear it.
what did you say? Swallow it up, something stupid
Swallowed
like
up.
that.
I said I don't want to be followed, and then I said swallowed up.
It's because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all
So,
right. I mean, my response to that is again, I think it's a foul, but I don't think it's something to break up for. I think it's something that you talk about and then you be like, that's something we need to discuss. That's something that you know what I'm saying. That's something that we need to be talked about. And boom. All right. So look, here's another question. Is it okay to stay friends with an ex when you meet your next? Is it okay to stay friends with an ex? Look, I ain't talking about I see you, what's up. I'm talking about either in a relationship or you about to start a relationship and your ex still want to be friends. Is that a fair or foul? Is it okay to stay friends with an ex while you're in a relationship with your next? Why are you laughing like that, man? Uh-oh, that's that guilty laugh right there.
no, no,
Come
no,
on.
no,
Come on,
no.
bro.
What it
Come on.
is what
That's
it
that
is
guilty laugh. The guilty
some
laugh.
people, some people, um, think both ways. Now, my answer, and then I'm gonna go backwards so you can hear my answer. My answer is if you've been intimate with that person, I've talked about this before, then no, that's not right.
That's it.
If y'all was just ex, yes, a file. If y'all was just exes, and y'all have a friendship, women can be like this. Men sometimes still have that what's that thing? I had you so I could have you.
So
Or
wait, you mean
if
to
I
tell
didn't
me
get it,
this?
if I didn't get it, but that's what I was trying to do, I'm gonna keep working until I get it.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to tell me that a dude, you mean to tell me that a dude, a guy, is going to have a female that he used to date or that he was in a relationship with his ex? You mean to tell me that for the guy, he's gonna be in one headspace and the girl is gonna be in a different headspace? I think it's a foul. Once you get with your next, you need to cut off your ex. You should have already cut off your ex before you even start looking for a next.
Did y'all?
Like that
Did
shouldn't
y'all?
even be a conversation.
No, 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 no. Not before. Not before you
That
found your
shouldn't. It
next.
should have been cut off.
It should be cut off if y'all have the conversation that that's something that you don't like or agree with. Because if you have conversations with your ex, then why is it not okay for that person to have conversations with their ex?
No, but see, that's my point. I don't have conversations with my ex.
So we're not talking about you. We're talking about it in general.
We talking about in general. In general,
Yeah.
X does not need to be included with next. X need to stay in the back. Like
Okay.
the
But
X is next to the Y and the Z. We
that's a
we don't need no
conversation.
X's. We looking
That's
forward to the nexus.
okay. That's a conversation that's initially had before y'all commit to a relationship. Because when you get into a relationship, you got expectation that you didn't discuss, and that person have expectation that they didn't discuss. Because when if it came up, it was like there's nothing between me and his ex. You if you trust me, then that's it's nothing should it shouldn't matter if I chose to keep them as a friend. Because again, females can cut everything off and really genuinely be a friend. Men don't. Sometimes I don't feel men think like that. If there was something already there. Now, if it was just friends, then you could be friends and not have anything between you. But
No, I think, look, this is me in all honesty, bro. I think that everything with your ex should have been cut off before you start looking for your next. I think
okay,
everything with your ex should have been cut off before you start looking for your next. And if it haven't been cut off, you're not ready for your next if you still friends with your ex. Like that's just something waiting to happen right there. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I disagree. I disagree. I understand why you think like that, but I disagree because it does not mean that there's something associated with that friendship. It doesn't mean that.
So wait,
Like
no,
okay,
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
like for you because you have kids, right?
Right.
Um, it was associated with me that I still communicate with my exes because I have kids by them. They're my kids' mother. I have to talk to them when it's time dealing with the kids. Anything past the kids, you don't have to talk to. Now, if there's friends outside of that that you used to date, again, that would be a conversation that needs to be had. Because I'll tell you straight up, you don't need no friends. I'm your friend. Okay,
Right.
okay, you know,
Absolutely right.
but um if it's something that's really genuinely platonic and there's never been any type of attachment or intimacy or nothing dealing with it, then that's a conversation you have in the beginning, not in the middle, not in a year in, 3 months in. You have that in the beginning so you can say, okay, well, here's the cards. Um, this is my friend, this is my friend, this is my friend, and I want to bring you in on this. If you don't like that or agree with that, then now we can make a decision on which way we want to go rather than it not being discussed at all. And then this happens and you ready to jump ship because wait a minute, we didn't even talk about this. This wasn't even a conversation we had.
Yeah, see, but that's
That
what I'm saying.
your opinion, expectation of what you think and what you felt before this even happened is was yours. You didn't share that with me. So I mean, even though your opinion is I should have cut this off, I felt that it was nothing. But okay, you feel something. Okay, let me address that now. But that don't mean ghost out. We should have
Okay,
talked about it.
so look. You mean to tell me if you, let's say if you meet a girl, you meet a person, and y'all get in the process of y'all conversation, and she tells you that she's still like she if a person say this to you, I'm the type that I'm real cool, and so when me and my exes broke up, like I'm still cool with a lot of my exes. I'm still cool with a lot of them. So You know what I'm saying? Like we still hang out or we still talk or we still blah blah blah. You would be cool with that?
I cannot. Yes. Uh, until you wait. You said if they used to be intimate.
Yes, an ex, you've been intimate with your ex.
Not all the time. You
Okay,
never dated nobody that you wasn't sleeping with.
they no, look, I'm gonna say this. For every person that I've been in a real relationship with, yeah, we
In a
we
real
we
in a real relationship.
yes. Now it have been people that I dated, and no, it's not gonna go there with every person that I go on a date with.
But
It's
that's what
not
I'm
gonna go there, but
saying.
no, I'm talking about well, okay, I got you.
That's
I
what I'm
got you. I
saying.
got you.
If
I
I
got you.
dated
I got
somebody, if I date somebody and I said, "Oh, I don't think we work out as boyfriend and girlfriend, but we are great friends," is
you. Okay.
even though there was some interest there at first, we've never been intimate, but I do value you as a friend. That has happened plenty of times where you be like, "Man, I don't want to lose this person because they're a great asset to life.
Yeah.
They have great
Okay.
knowledge of business, or this and that." But we ain't done that. We ain't been there. So I can keep them as a friend because there's no attachment there intimately. And I can tell you and say, hey, yeah, we used to date, but it wasn't like that. And you still probably be like, that's a no. But hey, wait a minute. This person is a great asset and value to business for my company. And it's never been none of that. That's just a conversation, bro. That
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
would
I
have
got
to
you. I got you.
I posted something on Facebook the other day where I said, uh, uh, open mine is like a parachute. It only operates if it's open. It only works if it's open. And you have to have an open mind with even relationships because uh everything is not gonna go your way. Everything is not gonna go that person's way. It's a compromise of understanding. And if you don't even have the whatever in you to compromise in those moments, it's like we would never work. That means everything has to be a dictatorship.
Yeah.
And
No.
I don't want to be in nothing.
No. I mean, look, I'm not trying to make it a dictatorship. I'm just saying, mostly everybody in the world these days, exes is just that's I don't know. To me, that's like I would say that's kind of a red flag, dude. Unless like I'm not even gonna say unless. I don't see like we can I wouldn't call it friends. We can be acquaintances without having to tell each other about our personal lives right now. Like once you done, we done. So you stay in the rearview mirror so I can go on to, you know what I'm saying? Like how is that okay? Like
Yeah.
that's look for you now again, I have dated without going there, right? But then look, when we stop dating, we still cool. When I see you, I'ma say what's up. But we not look, and then on top of that, because when I meet my next, I'm not trying to what we talking about? Like the only reason why I was talking to you was because we was dating. But now that I'm moving on,
Hey,
ain't
that,
nothing else
that's
for us to talk about. I
that's
could be
cool. That's
I could
cool.
do the same stuff with my new person.
But I think that for the people that have experienced that is again it's different for everybody. The way you look at it is different from the way somebody else looked at it.
True. That's
And,
true.
it's not always a negative condensation just because it's a female and male that have communicated or have had a past relationship. I actually have older friends that have exes that they have been in full-fledged relationships and will say uh they're still friends with their ex. Now,
That's good.
that's not a comfortable feeling to
Yeah,
hear
that's
if you was the guy that's dating them and they're saying they're great friends with your ex-husband or ex-wife,
you
great
no
friends with
no
your ex-boyfriend.
no
Yeah, it don't feel good because you automatically have an insecurity
yeah,
about
for those of you that watched the last episode, that's called red flag. That's called red flag. If y'all that close, if y'all that tight, y'all need to get back together. Y'all need to
no,
figure out
man.
why y'all not together. Cause look, it
No.
ain't no way you gonna be with me and you got this such a close friend. Nah. Y'all
Do
might
it
as well
again,
try to work
Marcus.
that out.
Do it again. Such a close friend.
Yeah, bro, that's called a no, son. That's a red flag. That's
No,
that's
but
it's a red
I,
flag.
I understand the feeling behind it, but again, if you don't have that conversation up front, you can't uh, think that somebody's gonna know your mind and read your mind and have unrealistic expectations because it may not be that to them. I think we talked about that too. Oh, and I use her as an analogy. I said, Lois, you know Lois. She go to your church. She's been a part of the family, but and y'all were working close in relation to church stuff. If she'd have blew you up and called you and was like, you need to answer your phone, you ain't called anybody else on the outside would look at that as something. We would look at it as her being funny because that's just Lois, or that's just been
Yeah, but
who she
see,
is.
see, this why
Well,
that's not a good analogy because
it's not a good analogy to you, but okay, let me use it
right.
for me. I'm saying if she was calling me and I sat up and I had a conversation. Girl, it's been a long time. I ain't talked to you. Blah blah blah. What's going on? You been like da 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 da. Da. Anybody on the outside be like, "Dang, you just chatty. You super friendly," not knowing the, the relationship was us growing up. It ain't nothing there. It ain't never been. It ain't like that. We know that,
Yeah.
but you saw. But on the outside looking in, it could be, viewed as something else. So
Yeah, well,
somebody's
I would say, for me, like before I even get into that, everybody already knows their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody already knows their boundaries. Ain't nobody from the church calling me at no certain times of the night. Ain't nobody at church like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. If
okay.
we
Use
talking,
something more
and then that's
realistic.
another. No, but another thing with that is the reason why I said it probably wouldn't be a good analogy is because we've never dated. We've never looked at each other that way. So it
Okay.
was never even anything to where we were interested in no
Okay.
type of way ever. You know
Use
what I'm saying?
somebody that you dated, and you go just in the back of your head,
In my
somebody
head.
that you dated who y'all realized that y'all be better as friends. And maybe y'all were still friends until you dated somebody else. Then when you date somebody else, you stop talking to.
Nobody. I had cut everybody off. Like when I met Spug, I was dating. I was dating people. Just dating. And I told her that because that's what I was doing. I was dating, I was trying to find somebody. But as far as like a friend who has just been my friend, no. No, I didn't have no friends when I met her. None. I had y'all, my kids. That's it. And the church. But I didn't have no female that was just like a friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Okay,
I don't
Nana,
yeah,
stop recording.
I don't believe I don't believe in that word.
Well,
I don't
that's your
believe in that word.
opinion, and I understand and respect your opinion.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So look,
We
um,
disagree to agree.
yeah, I mean, look,
I
I,
said we
I
disagree to agree.
look, I
No.
just think it's this. I think you know what? I think it's one of them prelude conversations. Me personally, I would say that, and, and this is just how I think. I think that everything that should have been put to rest, everything that needs to be put to rest, should be put to rest before you meet me, or you're not ready to meet me. Like I think everything in your past should be put to death
So
before
so
you ready to like your exes should be in the rear view mirror behind you, not
so
still current,
so
and
I
before you meet the next person.
I would say in the preliminary building a relationship before y'all say okay we're together. I think one of the things that can be said is, hey, tie up your loose end. Huh? Oh, tie up
Oh
your
Lord.
tie up your loose ends,
Right.
because we're going to go into this. And that's giving somebody the opportunity to, if they have something they need to make sure they had closure on, make sure they cut off any relationships. That will be a conversation at that moment to have about even exes, about even, whatever. And you ask the questions. You ask the tough questions that you may feel like is a tough question. Do you have any exes that you're still dealing with, that you're still talking to, that you were intimate with? Oh, yeah, I talked to one person, but they ain't like that. Well, I don't feel that. I don't really like that. That's not. I'm not in for that. If you want to be with me, then we need to cut that off. And then again, you give the opportunity for that person to say, "Wait a minute, I gotta cut off somebody who's been around in my life, even though I'm telling you that it's not like that. all right, well, maybe this ain't it. Maybe it's not for me. You
Maybe
can
it's
give
not.
the yeah, you give the person the opportunity, or you can say, if you have a problem with doing that, then yeah, I need to walk away before we even get started. But if you don't have that conversation, in all fairness, you have to give that person an opportunity to fix that, or that person has to be given an opportunity, or you, both of y'all have to have that conversation and allow time for something to be fixed. You know, when I can only speak from my perspective. There was times where I would mess up or do something in a relationship, and I'll come back and apologize and say, "Okay, I'm gonna fix it," and I'm still held accountable for that thing weeks
That you
later.
did
Hey,
years
hold
ago.
on.
Oh,
You still haven't. No, no. I'm saying I used to say, hold on. You haven't allowed me to show you that that's not the same behaviors or that's not the same things that I'm doing. You can't hold on to that same. It's gonna take you a while to heal and be until you're okay. But you can't say this is who you are if I'm telling you I'm going to change or I'm not going to do that anymore. That you have to allow that to be fixed.
true.
Time to see. You have the time to see that it's been fix or handle or deal with. So this specific topic, of course, it can go like I said, it can go any way,
It can
different
go left. It
ways.
can go right.
But uh, but yeah, I think that's just a conversation. What was another
Yep.
question you had?
I got a bunch of them, dog.
What's another one?
All right. So, how much should a couple allow their family's views influence their relationship? So, I talk to a lot of my homies, and some of them really value their family's opinion, their moms. And with the ladies, so with a single girl, single females, they have really strong relationships with their family. So because they don't have a dude in their life, they really bond tighter with their family. If they got brothers, if they got dad and mom, and especially if they have kids, those the family is what's helping them to like raise their kids. So their family not just raise them, but like they are there if they want to go out on the weekend, or if they just need a break, or if they just need somebody to hang out with. They have brothers, they have uncles, they have, mom, whatever. So the thing is that when they do actually meet a guy, some of them value their family's opinion a lot, especially in the first stages. So, with the females, with the guys, most of them cling to their immediate family. So if they got brothers like us, sometimes they're close with them, but most of them are close to mom. And then you have some that are close to their dads, but they're really, they really value their mom's opinion when it comes to the guys. So they value their mom's opinion because most of the guys have been raised single parent home. So they are going to value their mom's opinion, whereas the ladies, they're going to value their males' opinions and their family's opinions because that's who their support group is. So the question is, how how much should each one of them allow their family's views to be able to influence their relationship? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a personal
In your opinion.
uh huh?
I say in your opinion.
Yeah. So yeah, it's different for everybody. I think in my personal opinion, I've never allowed family, brothers, mama, nobody to influence who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
There
that's
was
right.
times that I've talked to a person the same age as our mama, and it didn't move me if she said that she didn't like that. Okay, that's what I was doing at the time. Um, there was times where people close to me was like, "Well, you shouldn't get married." Okay, and I don't know if
So,
hold on, I don't know if you heard this at the roast we just did. Y'all did for me.
yep.
Where y'all was kind of talking about me and everything.
Oh,
Oh
we didn't even go half, bro. We didn't even go half. We didn't
yeah,
even we
y'all
was
could
being
have.
real
I was
nice.
I was here for it, but
Nah, we was being
but
super nice.
Miss Jackie said, um, so you one of them people that you can hear the same thing from 10 different people,
Wait, who is
and
Miss Jackson?
Farice's friend,
Who
the lady she was sitting right next to you. Farice was sitting right next to you. Well, no,
is
Jackie
black?
was sitting right next to you.
I'm confused, brother.
Well, you
But
moved, you
anyway,
moved, you
it
moved
was
different
one.
sides of the table. Miss Jackie
Okay,
was the
it was
Farice
one
was
of
the
the
one in the
ladies.
black. Jackie was
Oh,
the older lady.
I got you. Okay, that was sitting next to babe. I got. Okay,
But
I
she
got you.
was saying, yeah, she was the next babe. She was saying you can hear the same thing from 10 different people and you're the type that still do it anyway. I said, yeah, because if I want to bump my head, I'm gonna bump my head regardless of what those 10 people said.
Yeah, right,
I
right,
need to
right,
go
right.
through that myself because your opinion of what you thought or what you think is yours. My opinion of what I think is mine. So even though God can send you people to give you warning before destruction, He can, but He also gives me discernment. So even if you're
That's true.
telling me what you're telling me and God haven't spoken that to me, then I don't really have to. I can take heed. I can take it into consideration. I don't necessarily have to move that way because some people speak out of self and out of their experiences and not out of what God is telling them,
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
That's true. All right, so
So
look, if you are on Instagram, I cannot see your chats. So for Big Zo, if you was on Instagram, switch over to YouTube so I can see when you post. And also the link to get on is in the chat. It's on YouTube. I think I tried to upload it on Facebook for everybody that's watching on Facebook. Um, but if you are watching on Instagram, I need you to switch over to YouTube and find this online because I can see your chats, but I can't see them. I just saw a couple of them from the beginning, so I can't access them right now. So I'm sorry to you guys that are watching on Instagram. It's our first time live streaming, so it's a couple of glitches, and I'm running everything myself. So if you are on Instagram, I need you to switch over to YouTube or Facebook so I can see your chat.
you need to
We
get
got another.
Spug to run it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Spook to run it for me. Stop calling her that, man. What I tell you about that? See, this is what I'm talking about. People, it's people like you that be giving me issues. All right, we got somebody backstage. Oh, it's Miss Lanise.
Oh Lord.
All right, we
Oh
got
Lord.
somebody backstage. So look, if you backstage and you can hear me, wave your hand. Wave if you can hear me. If you backstage, wave.
How many people backstage?
We got like two, but right now I'm finna bring up Miss Lanise. So look, I just need you to unmute your mic. I'm gonna mute you when you come on, but he wants to get on. I don't know what she gonna say.
Yeah,
I think she,
you never know what she gonna say.
I think she gonna go. So look, we finna bring her on right now. How you
Woo.
doing, Miss Lanise?
Hello.
How
What's
you
going on?
doing? Yeah. Hey, look, I want to say happy belated birthday to your mom. I know her birthday was on Saturday.
It was.
Yeah, we were celebrating Antoine's birthday on Saturday. So his birthday was Monday, but we celebrated on Saturday. That's the only reason why I didn't come. So I wanted to say happy birthday to your mom. I hope the celebration was great. You want to introduce yourself to the audience, to the people that are watching?
Thank you. Thank you. It's recording 2 times. It's recording 2 times. Everything gets on twice, some kind of way. So,
Oh, you probably hearing it, but then you watching it on. I mean, you on StreamYard. So just turn the live feed off, and so you can hear just one of them.
okay, let's see.
Yeah, but the question is, the question is, how much influence does the family have on you getting into your new relationship? You get what I'm saying?
All right. All right. I think I got it now.
All right, you got it.
I think so. I got it.
Okay, okay,
Thank you
okay.
for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Antoine, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. So look. So introduce yourself to the audience, please, so everybody can. I mean, we know you, but the audience, rest of the audience, may not know who you are.
Big name. I'm Sister Lanise. Hello, friends of the family. That's all I can say.
All right.
We're the same family of God. That's all I can say.
All right. All right. Same family, God. I like that. I like that. All right.
Yes,
So
we're
look.
the family.
So we talking about dating tonight, as you know, and so I'm
Okay.
bringing people up from backstage to help us to answer the question. And the question is, how much should a couple allow their family's views to influence their relationship, in your opinion?
Oh, I think consideration. Just being considerate of the fact that family is always going to want to have something. They may say something to you out of the best interest for you, but it's only for you to filter it in your relationship. Filter
Hmm.
it. It's good to hear, but you gotta use discernment about it. You know, you have to use
Yeah,
discernment. It's good
yeah,
information because they have your best interest at heart most of the time. So
right, 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 right. Yeah, so I think I can agree with that. I think your family is always going to want to tell you the right thing. Is always going to try to want to steer you in the right direction. You know, but I'm more so cautious of those family members who just have an opinion, just have an extra opinion that shouldn't have an extra opinion. You get what I'm saying?
that's always the ones gonna talk anyway.
Right,
They
right,
always
right,
got
right,
something to say about something anyway. So that's part of the discernment that well, they can't speak from my experience with my mate, but I'm not into dating.
right. Okay, okay, okay,
No,
okay.
I'm just saying, even as a single woman, I just wasn't into dating. I just, I believe that communicating, conversating is great, but it needs to be a relationship that you're leading toward
Right.
a bond, commitment.
Right. So you saying just dating just to be dating, that ain't it for you. You need to know that we ain't wasting our
We're
time
gonna
here.
have to get married, baby.
Huh?
Say what now?
we,
Say
I,
what
just,
now?
I never was a dating kind of person. I never was the kind of person that would get intimate with you know,
Yeah.
intimate and dating ain't my thing.
Man, you know what? You the second person. My wife told me the same thing,
Oh,
and
we
I was
got we
like,
got some
okay, well, I'm
chats.
gonna
I'm
go
gonna read
talk
the
to
chats.
somebody else.
Well, you could talk to somebody else, but
And that's what she did. She was like, okay,
see you later. But that made you know that she was the kind of woman could be marriage material.
Wow. Oh,
well, um, just because somebody has that
ah,
stance doesn't mean that you still know that they are marriage material.
I
You
see
Yeah,
you
can
in the
have that
chat.
stance and you can
yeah,
think highly of yourself,
yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what that is. But I understand
yeah.
that a woman that thinks like that has a certain standard that she wants to maintain.
Or man. I mean, I've met men who are they're the same way.
Yeah,
They that way also, and that's a great thing to have that type of commitment to be committed in something. I don't want to be involved in nothing that is not, you know, that I'm not committed to. It could be cooking, it could be hostessing, it could be whatever. I'm not gonna have do it.
Yeah, so look, we got a lady in the chat. That's my chat. That's my spug. She is in full agreement with you. She is in full agreement.
yeah. Kim,
Yeah,
Kim talking about amen. Come on,
right. She
amen,
gonna preach
Combs.
Miss
And
Liney. Look,
she
some
said,
comment in the chat.
"Amen," huh?
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
look, Miss Liney, thank you for your input. I surely do appreciate it very, very, very much.
yeah, Mr.
Um,
Marcus. I'm gonna just stay on the background. I'll just click in because I love you guys. I love your perception and your input. Always, I always do. Both of
thank
you.
you,
What about
thank you
mine?
so much.
I
Thank you.
said
No,
both of
I'm
you.
just
You know,
playing.
Forget him.
I
Look,
love you.
I'm just
no,
playing. I'm
forget
just
him,
playing.
Miss Lanish. We don't have to love him. He's just a co-host.
I can't
What
help it. I can't help it.
What about me?
I can't help it. Antoine, you know I can't help it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you again for coming on, Miss Lanish. I'm gonna put you backstage,
Put
and
me backstage.
if you want to get on, just comment in the chat or wave your hand or something, and I'll bring you
Okay.
back up. Okay.
Put me in the back. Put me in the
All right. Thank you
backstage.
very much. We love
Thank
you.
you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. All right. Hey, you know what? I good. Okay, that's good. I like that. Thank you for your feedback very much. I surely do appreciate you. The other person that was on backstage, they just went off. I think Big Zoe wanted to come on, but he didn't get on. He didn't stay on long enough.
Who was the other person?
Alonzo.
No, that was backstage. That was
Yeah.
Lonzo. Oh,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, we had about a couple of people that come on, and then before I clicked them, they went out. And so
You know who
sometimes
I want to hear from?
oh
Spug.
oh my God, Spug, if you want to click that link, put it in your browser, and come on real quick. I pinned it to the top of the chat. So you can come on if you want to. But look, all right, I'm gonna read some of these chats on YouTube. They should take the fam's opinion into consideration, but it's still up to the single. If the fam word proves true, take the L later. Right. So she's basically saying they should take their
Who is that?
family. That's Spug. She
Okay.
said they should take the family's opinion into consideration, but it's still up to the person. And if the family's word does prove true, just take the L later. So hey, it's basically like you make your own decision, and if it work, it work, and if it don't, then it just don't. I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Sometimes people can see your trends
Yeah,
and of course want the best for you. So of course they're gonna speak out of what they see and what they think your mistakes are and
right.
want you to do better. So I don't look down on that. I never, be upset when people will step to you that way because they're just going on what they see,
Right,
They
right,
don't know
right,
the
right.
ins and outs. But you know me too, and I've stood firm on I appreciate it. However, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the same thing. Like for me, if I'm not one to ask nobody's opinion. Like if you got an opinion, you just gonna be giving it because for me personally, I didn't ask for it and I don't need it because I'm gonna make my own decision. Like I'm good and I'm a pretty good judge of character to say I already know most of the time. Look, let me say it like this and tell me your thoughts on this too before we go to the next one. Look, most of the time, I already know if you're not the type of person to bring around family anyway. So you probably would never even get to the family members. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, so they wouldn't have an opportunity to ask their opinion because I ain't bringing you around the family no way. So
yeah.
yeah, but I mean, if I did and I'm sold on the person, then I'm just going, yeah, like the beautiful lady in the comments. Yeah, she said just take the L later. I would just take the L later. I would just take the L later. Hey,
Yeah.
so I'm still waiting on you to get back on. If you want to get back on, you can come on, bro. We definitely waiting on you. But look, all right. So look, check this out. I got another question. Antoine, what time when you got it when you got to get off? Because I don't want to hold you past your bedtime.
Now I was supposed to go to church, but they ain't called me and say they was on their way, so I ain't go. Let's go.
All right, so look, so Miss Lanice said she ain't the type to just be having these little empty conversations on the phone, right? We ain't just fit to be texting. We ain't just fit to be doing that. Miss Lightney say that. So look, it's a kind of meddling question. So another story. Homeboy of mine dating this girl. They've been exclusive for like a year and a half, and she's saying that she's ready to break up with him because he haven't basically gave her the ring yet. And he asked me and my preacher opinion, you know, uh, basically kind of like how should he take that? And I told him I can tell you on two separate sides. On the one side, I'm saying, bruh, you you cannot be forced into a decision by a woman. You have to be sure of yourself when you make the decision, right? So you have to be sure of that. But on the other side, you do have to take into consideration that you have another person's life. So on the one hand, it's like you consider her opinion, but it needs to be your choice. But then I said, if it's been this long and you're not sure, you probably need to be looking for somebody else. And so, or you need to do some real soul searching. So the question is, how long should a couple wait to get married? I'm gonna say my piece first, and then I want to hear your piece. Okay. So my personal opinion is this: a man is going to know. A man is going to know within the first 6 months to a year whether or not he about to put the ring on this woman's finger. He's gonna know. A man is gonna know. I don't know. Some women have their, I'm gonna say a year, at least a year. Well, at least 6 months to a year. But then if it goes to 2 years, I think 2 years should be max. Because a dude is gonna know. What do you think? How long
I,
should a couple wait before they get married?
I should pull a Kevin Samuels and ask all these questions and see if they're a high value option.
Oh my God. But wouldn't the
But
dude know
what
that
all I'm
within
a,
the first 6 months?
huh?
Wouldn't a guy know that within the first 6 months?
I can't say and agree with that. I think that in some cases we think we know, but then as time goes on, you
You be
realize later
wrong.
that yeah, maybe had I
Oh,
waited, I would have saw this, or I would have heard this, or I would have noticed this, or I would have picked up this, or so you can say you know, but learning as you go ain't fun.
oh,
In some cases, even though marriages are everyday growth, you're gonna learn something new every day, and you're gonna constantly grow with a person. But there's some things that you could have realized or saw, like you call flags
yep.
early on, that you kind of would have not even jumped that way. In that person's case, and we can only talk about that.
What?
Somebody texting our gospel group.
Yeah, that's me. I put the link in the chat because Mario
Oh,
said he wanted to get on.
okay. We're talking about that specific guy. I'm not gonna say that he doesn't love her and that he wasn't ready to marry her. I would say for her to put him under pressure to marry her is an ultimatum that you don't want to play with. One, two, you don't know that. Like I used to say this all the time, a woman will get the purest out of a man if she allow him to do it in his time with what he wants to do, because it's not forced, it ain't nothing extra being added to what he wants to do. He will pick out the ring, he will take time to save for the ring that he want to get her. He will take time to save for the wedding. He will take time to do these things. But if you're putting this pressure on him, like, I don't know why you just want to marry me. Oh, if you ain't marry me by next year, then we might as well do something else. Hold on. But
Okay.
again, this goes back to communicating, and which men don't communicate well. I get it. Communicating when y'all first start talking, I do eventually want to get married. I do see myself possibly, after dating, getting married in maybe 2 or 3 years, because the unrealistic expectation is to think that in a year that you're ready is my ready. You don't
Yeah,
know.
okay. But look, wait. I'm saying, so right, she did put him in the ultimatum, which I disagree with. I disagree with. If you got a man out there, you shouldn't be forcing your man or your woman into no type of ultimatum. But after a year, wouldn't you as a man know? Wouldn't you as a man know? Like,
I
if you
can't say
dating
that.
a person after a year, this 4 seasons, bruh.
I can't.
Wouldn't you know after
Hold
four
on.
seasons?
I cannot with a clear mind and heart say that I wouldn't, if I've been dating you. Okay, so it's a two-part question. I could know. Let's say I could know, but I'm holding back because I want to be able to afford these different things before we get into a marriage. I want to be able to put us in a good position before we get married. Then that is something that he could communicate with her. But let's just say, for instance, he's been dating her for a year and do not know. He's allotted time before he decides. I really want to bring up this other person, but I don't want to call their names. She's gonna know who I'm talking about when I even say this story. But it's the same situation, but it's a longer time frame. If she goes back and watches this, I apologize I'm talking about the situation, not you specifically. It was a longer period of time, but the same situation. But she decided that because it's been so long that it's going to continue unless she stands up and makes a stand. So she makes a stand and say, there's going to be no extra stuff happening other than um, courtingship. If you understand what I'm saying, there's
I
not
got you.
there's not going to be no extra stuff other than courtship until that decision is made if it's going to be a ring or not.
But
So if,
look, but that's what I'm saying. It's been 2 years, man. So in their situation, it's been 2 years. In their situation, it's been 2 years. Two.
okay,
We're not talking about just one. We're talking about now we done went from 4 seasons to 8 seasons,
okay,
and he's still like, I don't know.
so again, I feel like when you put this expectation on the guy, and if I want to say they didn't have a conversation about the expectations of marriage or dating to marry, because that would have been something that he's aware of, and that would have been something that she now don't have to put him in a position to feel like she has to say. If he's not ready yet, forcing the hand or getting to the point of where you get edgy and saying you about to leave a whole relationship that has great foundation possibly because he hasn't taken that next leap. You don't know if he's waiting on, and again, it could fall back on him for not communicating this properly. Hey, I'm just trying to make sure I get my finances together before I step to you. Good night. Good night. Uh I'm trying to get my finances together before I step to you. I'm trying to have a house set up before I ask you. Or I want to surprise you in the moment. Let me be a man and do that rather than you gonna put on the pants, you gonna get on the horse, you gonna ride, you gonna do everything and tell me when to go and when to come. It's like just
No, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I can understand both sides because for
yeah, I
me,
get
if
it.
I was a lady waiting on a dude to propose to me, I don't know. Okay,
Who
I see y'all. I see y'all in the chat on Facebook. I see y'all in the chat on Facebook. Okay, so look, Antoine, look, we got some chats on Facebook. I'm gonna read these chats on Facebook. I don't know how far back they was, but we have been we have been on Instagram. So everybody from Instagram, I need you to transfer over to Facebook and YouTube so you can jump in the chat and you can come backstage if you want to come on. I do want to hear your opinions, but I got some comments I want to read from Facebook, Antoine. So it says, this is CR Sample on Facebook. According to the Bible, in the story of Jacob, okay, so this is a kind of a lengthy one, but it says, according to the Bible, in the story of Jacob and Rachel, Jacob had to work for 7 years before he could marry Rachel. Right. Okay, I know
and
the
then
story very well.
he didn't even get
And
to
then
what he
he didn't
wanted.
then he had to
And
work
he had
7
to
more years.
7 more
But hold on.
years.
That's
Yep.
right, but was tricked into marrying her older sister Leah instead, forcing him to work another 7 years to finally marry Rachel, meaning he waited a total of 14 years.
Don't get mistaken. He was also given a sister that he didn't want.
Oh, 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 14 years. Oh, look, okay, look. Now, wait a minute, Antoine. So that was CR Sample. So look, if you on Facebook, CR Sample, I gotta say, 14 years, I know the story very well. That's crazy, first off. I guess his point is when love is gonna make you wait, but goodness, 14 years, man. I'm gonna let she
And
gonna have to
I had to work for
work for 14 years. All right, thank you,
I,
thank
I
you.
had
I
to
know,
work
I
for
know you
your
see
guy.
our sample. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Quentin Morgan, bro, what's good? What's good? Beautiful. Family always want what's best, but shouldn't influence your decision. So that is Crystal on Facebook. Family always want what's best, but should not influence your decision. I think I would agree with that.
Who was that?
Okay. Crystal on Facebook. All right, so look, this is Miss Babe Rivers. If you have dated someone for 2 years, you should know what you want to do by then. Look, if you are on YouTube, I will post your comments so that the viewers can see it. But if you are on Facebook, please leave your comment in the comment section and I will read it. All right. So this is Miss Bay Rivers. If you have dated someone for 2 years, you should know what you want to do by then. I want to say he gave you the thumbs down. I'm gonna give that the thumbs up. And the reason why I give that the thumbs up is I don't think, again, let me stress this. I don't think that a woman should be forcing no man to make no decision. You can't put no man into no ultimatum and expect him to choose you with a good conscience. At the same time, I think that a man should know. I think that a man should know after you've been dating a person for 2 years, bro. I mean, you should know. I mean, you should.
What if he
She
know
shouldn't
and he
have to
didn't
put you
share?
in no ultimatum because you should know.
What if he know and he didn't share the information?
And he didn't share the information. Yeah, well then that's what I'm saying. I don't think that she should force him into ultimatum. I think then at that point she should come to him and be like, "So we've been dating for 2 years, and is this something that you see long term, or is this something that you see, we just playing it by ear?" And then I would ask something like that. I would ask something like that. What you think? What is the right way for a woman then? If an ultimatum is not it, what is the right way for a woman to yeah to let a man know like it's been 2 years? What do you think, brother Twan?
I just think that it's just I can know, but what if I don't know? Like it's not for nobody. It's not for nobody to tell me. It's for me to make the decision to decide. And then let's just say, for instance, if I know and I don't want to tell you, I want to. I want to be able to build up money. I don't want to get your hopes up of a specific time. Listen, I'm gonna share a story with you,
But hold
and
on, but okay, wait, hold on. Before you share the story, but why wouldn't you at least ease her anxiety by saying, I do see us long term. I wanna make sure I'm ready for that though. Like I wanna make sure I'm ready. And she gonna say, why? Then you say, I want to make sure I'm financially ready. You can't communicate that to your person.
I'm not saying you can't, but if we going on men that don't really communicate well, it's a vulnerable place to say,
That sound like an
I'm
excuse
not
to
in a
me.
place where I want to be, but I want to marry you. I can't afford to give you a ring right now. So the Cracker Jack bubblegum machine box is the best I can do for the moment. Will you accept that? No. So now you in a whole nother situation because you're
Go ahead.
I know I'm trying to articulate what I'm really feeling when I hear it. It's like if you actually gave the whole truth, some in some situations it can be looked down on or talked about amongst their friends or shunned because you're being open, vulnerable, and honest, which is I want to marry you, but this is not the right timing because I want to put us in a better position before I do that. I want to get some stuff taken care of before I do that. I want you to be excited and not already have it mapped out in your head of when it needs to happen. Because some women will take that and run and be starting to schedule and plan a wedding ten and
I
twenty
mean,
thousand dollars when I'm telling you, hey, hold
no, but
on.
look, no, but see, again, this is what I'm saying. Shouldn't you, shouldn't you as a dude be already having these conversations? Like you
Oh,
shouldn't you as a dude be having the conversation like, babe, we gonna get married, or at least go buy her some type of something, get a promise ring or something like, babe, this is for long haul, but I'm just trying to get my money right. Like,
you don't, but I'm not
I mean, look,
saying
I'm not saying that she should give him an ultimatum. I'm just trying to like on the other side, devil's advocate, just in case. All right, hold on. I have a couple of comments that I want to read. Okay, this is comments. Sabrina Chandler from Facebook. Don't force, but don't wait too long because niggas play games. All right, so, that's on Facebook. Okay, we have another chat. Um, Here's this. It should be discussed once you are in the getting to know one another stage. That's on YouTube. Um, we have another one. Kim Williams. It's not an ultimatum or forcing. If they talked about the time frame in the beginning, then when she leaves, it's no surprises. If a conversation needs to be had, then the ring gotta be on hand. All right, I feel you. I feel you on that. Okay, his Miss Babes Rivers. I would totally understand that, but just be upfront and say that. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I think that if a dude is intending to marry you, he should take the anxiety off of your mind by
Mm.
communicating with you. So look, if you say that men are not good communicators, then he's just supposed to let her leave when it's just something simple that he can say, babe, I'm not financially ready to marry you. She probably gonna say, I don't care about your money, I just want you. Because that's what
I,
most women are gonna say anyway.
I think that it's okay for her to feel. It's okay for her to think and have the emotions. It's okay for her to even voice her concerns of where they are and where they're going in their relationship. I don't feel that her getting anxiety about the situation to make it such a big deal where she wants to or thinking about leaving because he at this moment hadn't done it. I mean, if you wanted to give an ultimatum, just get an ultimatum. Don't play the game. Just say, hey, if you ain't married me in 3 years, then I gotta go.
Yeah, I think that's what Spook was saying on YouTube. It's like basically have the conversation in the beginning. Then if she
That's what.
decides to leave, then it's no surprises.
Yeah, if you tell me straight up, and this has happened to me before. The last guy I was with, he ain't married me in 2 years, and I had to do something else. Okay, so I know now if I'm gonna date, if within 2 years I need to know, or if you're gonna be in the same situation where you're gonna be out.
Yeah, so look, it looked like the women are all in agreement on this because most of them are saying, don't wait too long, but don't force it. And then the other one is saying, be
It sounds
upfront and say that,
very
but don't wait.
contradictory.
No, 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 no. They're basically they're saying, don't put him into an ultimatum, but don't wait too long. And most of them are basically saying that don't wait too long, but they deal with the waiting too long different. But they all do mentally and psychologically. They all have a time frame in their mind. That's what it
That
sounds
part.
like coming from the chats.
That's what
Because
I'm saying.
with
And
Miss
I feel like
Lanisu
it's
came on.
contradictory. I feel like it's
No, 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 no,
contradictory.
no.
No,
It
no, no,
seems
no,
like
no.
they all have a time frame, but they all communicate that in different ways.
I feel like this goes back to what I was saying about communication. Some people have an unrealistic expectation that they do not verbalize.
Okay,
In
I
their
agree.
head, they might say, if he don't, if 2 years, if I don't at least have a ring for an engagement, then I'm a leave.
But she's
But
saying
don't
it in her
communicate
head.
that.
Right, right,
Exactly.
right.
Don't communicate that and then expect him to be jumping through hoops after 2 years like he still ain't got me no ring yet. He playing games. I've actually been told and broke up with because after 3 months, and this is a true story. After 3 months, somebody told me, "Oh, you playing games? My ex-husband knew he wanted to marry me within a month
Oh, see, no, see,
and
come on,
broke up with me and broke
come
up
on.
with me
No, you know what?
and
No,
broke up
she
with
does.
me."
She deserved
God
to
knows I'm
be.
telling the truth.
Well, you know what? It was probably that amongst other things, because it ain't no way you gonna tell a man that that's just ultimate manipulation right there. Like, yeah, you dodged the bullet on that one, because that's just crazy, man.
I
You can't
almost
be
want to
talking
reveal
about.
the name. I,
Don't
I,
reveal the name,
I'm this
Antoine. We are
tempted.
live, and I cannot edit
I
it out.
don't care.
Don't,
I don't care.
don't, don't,
I'm
don't,
this tempted.
don't. Antoine, don't reveal the name. Look, we live. I cannot edit it.
I
These is
heard
gonna
you.
be up for days, and people watch these. So look, here's the thing, though. No, don't reveal. The point to that is saying. The point to that is saying, look.
3 months of diabolical.
The
I'm
point
serious.
is,
And broke up with me.
no. Look, the point that I'm trying to make is like it can just be communicated, man. Like it can just be communicated. But 3 months, you can't be trying to manipulate a man into marrying you. Now, come on now. That's the 3 months is just ridiculous. She and then comparing you, then she making that assumption based on her ex. You need to go
Uh-huh.
back to your ex. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I
All
knew
right.
I knew it wasn't that. It was just yeah. I knew she wasn't trying to go back. She just wanted the ring.
She just wanted the ring. Well,
She
sweetheart, you
wanted
don't have to wait. I ain't your ex-husband. You probably should go back to him. That's what I would have said. I would have been like, you know what? You probably did the right thing. You need to go back to the dude that was sure, because I'm not. I
bro,
would have never said that. But
this
do
will
not
be
reveal the name, Antoine. You gonna have people blow, bro. People are gonna copy and paste this. You know, people can clip this.
okay.
Don't reveal the name. Because it's a good chance that we know her. And she
Oh,
is on
absolutely.
Facebook. And she is on Facebook.
Hey, who cares?
All right. I mean, look, it ain't my ex, so I ain't gonna tell you to do it. Look, somebody said, look, how does it say the name? Say the name. Okay, so look, so we got some chaps, we got some chats on Facebook. Here's one of the chats. Oh, okay. Sabrina Chandler. So my homie, you're married when you have sex with each other. Okay, I don't. I'm gonna leave that to you, Antoine. Okay, Pastor Allison, Ruth Allen Allison. That's good friend of mine.
Hey, Pastor
I,
Allison.
yes,
Sabrina.
we have a lot of that's
Oh,
Sabrina. But that was the last chat. But look, we have a lot of history with Pastor Allison. I do appreciate Pastor Allison. I am going to put the link in the chat so you can come on if you want to and just express just a little bit if you want to. But it say, how can y'all get married and stay married? A man who finds a wife. Okay. I get what she's saying. Y'all quit playing. Okay. I guess her thing is a man was gonna know. A man is gonna know. So I agree with that. I agree with that. The next chat is go back to the ex because what after 3 months should nobody be trying to pressure you into marrying them after 3 months. Like, come on now. We need to have seasons. I need to see you in different seasons because what? That's crazy. I gotta agree with you. So in your opinion, Antoine, in your opinion, how long does it take? In your opinion, how long does it take for a man to know this is my wife?
I'm not the best person to ask that
You're
because
not the best person to ask, but you're the person that's on. So I'm asking you.
uh uh I'm very sporadic and impulsive at times.
Okay.
And so my answer could be 3 months, or my answer can be 2 years, or my answer forced, because that's happened to, can be 3 years.
So if it's forced, it's gonna be longer.
Um, I don't know. I'm only speaking on my experiences because I've been married 4 times, and
We didn't ask for that, but thank you for
I don't care.
your
I
transparency.
don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
Y'all just roasted me. Y'all roasted me,
We didn't
and
bring that. Look,
my own wife say
hold up. We didn't bring that. We didn't bring that up in this conversation. I wasn't even gonna bring it up.
I don't
But I
care.
mean, look,
But
you
I
brought
don't
it up.
care. I
I know
don't
you
care.
don't, and neither do I. Neither do I.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
So I mean,
you
who
know
I'm
me.
with is who I'm with, and it's
That
purpose
right.
to be that way. So if that was something that was holding back, we wouldn't even got married. So what I'm saying is, sometimes it's like, um I felt that this was a great decision because I wanted to be a good man, and I
Okay.
wanted to do what a man is supposed to do and take care of that woman and that kid because we had a kid. Another situation could have been forced and manipulated, and well,
And you allow,
we
but
shacking, we need to be together, and
you allowed yourself to be manipulated.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
not
yeah.
leave that out.
I
Okay.
allowed myself. Another situation was, over time of 2 years, the statements being stated that, I don't know why you don't want to marry me. I don't know why you won't just do it. I'm a diamond in the rough. All these different conversations are being had, and stuff is being said. And then maybe that did come and play a part in my head, like, oh, well, she is a good woman. Or it could have been
So
three
you got
months,
manipulated into it then.
or it could have been 2 months, and then I decided, hey, that's what we're gonna do, and do it like this one. It was just, it's just I'm not the best person to ask. I feel like I've learned my lessons through these situations. Again, if whether it was bumping my head, whether it was me, karma, I don't know what it was. And at this point in
I,
time, it's like,
but look, so the answer then is how long?
I already answered. I said my answer was all of those. My answer can be, it can
It could be.
be,
It just depends on the person.
it depends on the person.
But you know what? We disagree on that every time we have one of these kind of conversations, man.
Yeah,
We
I know.
disagree. For me, I don't care who the person is. I have to go through my processes. And if you don't make it through them processes, you ain't gonna make it. For you, it's like the person determines those processes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just different. I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. I love
I mean, I feel like in some situations,
a chat agrees with you.
in some situations, I spent enough time to see a lot of stuff, which gave me pause on why it wasn't sooner. Let's just say if I went on what Antoine
Mm,
wanted to
okay,
do,
I see what you're saying. I see
if
what you're saying.
if I went
I see.
on what Antoine wanted to do, uh, I probably would have been married more than this amount of times.
Don't say
But
that, man.
no, I'm saying, and then if I waited and caught myself and be like, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't get married, maybe I should just date. And then when that didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? If I went on me and what I'm thinking, because everybody at first seemed like a good person.
Yeah, man. See, we don't need to know that.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you because who
Okay, we
cares?
having
Who
a conversation.
cares? Who cares? There was
Yeah, I'm your
a.
brother.
It, at first, I thought that somebody was a good person and realized that they were a habitual liar. That this is who they are. I can't control that. Nobody can fix that. So what I thought that I was into was set up and based on a lie. So now I had to reprogram my brain to what I thought this person was. So it's like I could have been all in thinking, this is it.
Right,
And
right.
then realize over time that you lying. I got a $1,500 check that you talking about is real, and that bank account is closed.
Okay, see that.
It's a real,
So
it's a
look.
real story.
So
It's a
to
real
me,
situation.
I'm thinking like this. I'm thinking like,
I could tell you that name too.
yeah, no. Men need we as men we need to
It's
be
covered
discerning.
up.
Women, y'all need to be discerning, discerning. Women and men need to be discerning
In
when
the
you're dealing
beginning, in the
with.
beginning.
That's what I sound like. But no, I'm saying this. How long does it take for a man to know? For me, I'm saying the man should know within that first year. Within
Well,
that first year, you should know. Yes, that's absolutely right. Within that first year, a man is going to know whether or not he can commit fully to you. And if he doesn't have the capacity to communicate that, he will let you know. A man will always show you in his actions whether or not he's going to commit to you long term. And then if you ask him a straightforward question, he's going to be able to at least have some time. And if he's not ready to where he can communicate, then to me, that's look, for everybody that's watching, I did a show. The last show that I did was about red flags. A dude that can't communicate that's a red flag, brother. You need to go read you some books and start writing to help yourself to communicate. But hold on, I want to get to some of these chats. All right, before we lose them, I don't want to lose some of the chats. All right, so we have on Facebook, y'all getting too old for seasons. And then somebody roasted you and said 4 times with exclamation points. All right, y'all getting too old for seasons, right? I'm gonna say this. I need to see a woman in different seasons. I do, because my life has a lot of multifaceted. I'm very multifaceted. So those are the chats on Facebook. Y'all getting too old for seasons. I got you, but I need to see these. I need to see you in these seasons. All right. Here's what. Okay, so that's going into another conversation, but I really want to get Antoine's response on that. Blessings. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan Menifee on Facebook. Thanks for watching, bro. 4 times. Okay, just give me a brief, brilliant comment on the 4 times. Brief and brilliant, and then I have another conversation that we're gonna go to because of one of the chats.
first, who said 4 times?
Uh, uh, Ruth Allen Allison.
Oh, okay. It changes
You
my answer because it's Pastor Ruth. I had a good one for whoever it was, but it's Pastor Ruth, so I'm not.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I mean,
My
look, she speaks with wisdom, and she is definitely she got
yeah,
her head on straight, and
she
she's
knows me,
connected
and
to God. So
she says stuff on a lot of different posts and stuff that I say. So
yeah, that's
I
right. She
definitely
speak
respect
real.
her and love her.
Yes.
Uh,
I agree.
4 times, whether they were one of them should be expunged from my record. By the way,
No, it
the
shouldn't. If
third
you
one,
did it,
the
just
third one
keep it.
should be expunged from my record. By the way,
We
but
didn't ask for that.
yeah, but she said 4, so really we talking about 3. So um, whether it
She
was
gonna get
right or wrong, whether it was in that
we
time,
never
and I
gonna
think
watch
I
my
just
show
touched.
again.
Huh?
They never gonna watch my show again.
Yeah, they gonna be here. I'm telling you, it's entertaining. I got so many stories. But
I do too.
uh,
I do too.
look, billions and billions of stories.
All right. So anyway, come on,
Uh,
brief and big.
the touch on them real quick, right? First, the first one I really wanted to, after we had already broke up, the storm came. I really want to take care of a family because I felt like I was thrusted into that position to take care for 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Everybody was at David house. Everybody was there, and me and David and some of the
You
other
saying
men
a
came
lot of
together.
names, brother.
I know, on
Okay.
purpose. We came together and we actually fed the families. We took care of that house. We made sure they had heat. We made sure they had water. Made sure they had food. We did everything, and it put me in a situation where I was there with my first wife, and I was there with my daughter, and seeing them together, being able to provide, being able to protect. It pushed me in a mindset of I need to be there to take care of them. So that was the first time. The second time, uh, I mean, not the. Oh, I made a mistake. I retract the statement earlier when I said the third one. It wasn't the third one. The second one. Second one should be expunged from my record. Take it off. It shouldn't even be
Look,
there.
Antoine, look, you know what, brother? This
No,
is
be
not
quiet.
brief.
Be quiet. Let me say
This
what
is
I'm
not
saying.
brief or brilliant, but
I, the second one
I mean,
should be
come on.
expunged from my record. Take it off. It shouldn't even be there. It don't even
Oh
count.
my God.
I needed to expunge. I want to talk to a lawyer, get it done. Take it away from me. But
Oh,
but the third
oh my God.
situation was a couple of years, and then into a 5 year marriage. It was longevity. It was like the longest, 7 years total. And then this one was one of those moments where um after she ghosted and burned off, after I tried and got swerved, after I dated other people, we end up coming back, and then it was
That's
like
a,
boom.
you know what that say? That say you probably should have waited longer for all of them. You probably
Oh,
should have just took your time
and
and
you
just
will be the
started them
family
in
member. You will
force.
be the family member that's saying it, and I'm gonna be the one telling you, you can kiss my grits. I'm gonna do what I want.
I got you. I got you. But look,
And
see,
but I love you.
I love you too, and see, and that's why I love you, because you do think different than I think, and I can appreciate that. But for me, I would say if you had made sure all of them allowed you to go through all of your processes, then at the end of those processes, you're gonna see by the time you done this one, I'm glad I didn't make the decision. I'm glad I didn't make the decision. I'm glad I didn't make the
But
decision. And
but
then because look, I've been married once. Now I've been in some serious long-term relationships, but I've been married once. And from that one relationship, I learned that my emotions lead me of askew a lot. And so that means I need to develop a system of process. And it does take more than love, because it was love there. But like, bro, you
I
need
don't
to go
think
through your processes as a man.
I
Everybody
would have.
needs to meet a certain criteria. Go ahead.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you.
Go
And
ahead.
I don't know how it's gonna come off or how it's gonna sound, but it's my
Hey, yo,
truth.
is my mic breaking up?
No,
Okay, okay.
your face was frozen a little bit when you was on the cricket phone, but
Look, that's your cricket internet over
no,
there.
no. So I don't know how it's gonna come off. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I
Well,
don't.
please be
I don't.
careful with your
I don't.
words, because we
No,
live.
I
I
don't
can't
have to
edit
be careful. I don't have to be careful. I feel like there was only one time where I didn't learn something or grow from that situation. So I don't think I would change anything. I think except for that one situation where I want to expunge from my record. I would
You keep
delete
saying
that.
that, bro.
Yeah, I would delete that completely. But these other ones I feel like I learned who I was. I learned. I'm not saying I couldn't have learned that without these situations, but that was the situation that I put myself in. Those situations that I was in. Those were marriages that I grew from. Learn to become a man. Learn, who I am in those with those individuals. So I feel like I needed those to become who I am today. Now,
Okay. Preach
that's
to
just
me.
me. That's not saying that I couldn't have learned all that stuff and then went through my processes and then
Right,
deleted some of those
right,
and
right.
then just
Absolutely.
found
Absolutely.
one and been okay with one and then be done. I'm not saying
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and maybe that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm not saying that it's not, but I was okay with the stripes. I was okay
Okay.
with the
Okay.
falls. I was okay with the wallowing in the dirt for a minute and getting up and then wiping
Getting
off
up.
and saying, okay, from this I learned this, from this I gained this, from this I got this, from this these kids came out, and now I'm here today at 42, and I can say I've lived a full life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look down on myself because of what I did, or I'm not gonna even call them mistakes. I'm gonna say my experiences in life. I'm not gonna be down on myself because of it. I
Yeah.
just move on and grow from it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
So look,
okay with it.
I can appreciate that. Thank you for responding to that comment on Facebook. We have some new comments, but here's the one that I want to point out. And this is going to be the last one that we take for the night. Guys, again, I posted the link in the chat. If you are on Instagram and you are watching this on live, I need you to go to YouTube or Facebook so I can see your
We
comment.
only got one more for the night.
Yes, one more for the night, because bruh, I gotta go to sleep. But but if you are on Instagram, please go over to Facebook or YouTube so I can see your comment. If you are on YouTube, I can post your comment so that the people that are watching can see it. But if you are on Facebook, I can see your comment. If you are Instagram, I cannot. So please go over to Facebook or go over to YouTube. Find me at _ Minister Marcus and post your comment. I'll be able to see it on Facebook or YouTube. I cannot see it on Instagram. But here's the last one. The last one says, hold on, I think I got some chats on Facebook. The one on Facebook says, oh, this is Ruth Allen Allison. Uh, I have been married 44 years. We love you too. We love you too. We love you too. She said you've been married 4 times. She's been married 44 years. That's a long time to be married to one person. But look, Mr. Quincy is he the coolest, laid back dude, but he looked like he will hurt somebody. You hear me? All right, so look, I'm posting it one last time in the chat. If you are on YouTube, I'm posting this link in the chat so you can come on and you can be on live with us really quick if you want to. I'm also going to post it on Facebook. If you want to come on and be live in the chat, I'm going to post the link in the chat so you can come in. Just copy and paste that into your browser and follow the directions, and you should be able to come on. But I got one last thing. Okay. So with that, this is one of the comments. One of the comments says, I will never live with a man if I'm not married to him. Now, here's the question that comes from that. What do you think about people who live together before married? Do you think it's worth it to live with a person before you marry them? Or do you think it's not worth it? Like I wouldn't even, and I'm gonna tell you my
Are we biblical or no?
No, we can go biblical, but we don't go biblical. Of course, okay, let me take it biblical first, and then we're gonna go just natural. So biblically, of course, biblically, for everybody that's watching, biblically, it is not in God's design for you to live with a person when you're not committed to them. The reason that is because
When you're not committed or not married.
married. That's what I mean. When I say committed, that means married. So when
Okay.
you're not in covenant with that person, it is not in God's design for you to live with that person. The reason being is because you both have the freedom to leave whenever you want to. That is not God's design. God's design is for you to be committed. Why does the commitment matter? Because my Jah knows that there are going to be times that you're going to want to go your separate ways. But what keeps you there is the commitment. It is the binding agreement. And so my Jah does that to protect the man and also to protect the woman. You have a binding agreement. So just because you get mad, you cannot leave. Just because this person upsets you, you cannot leave. Just because you realize that they are different, you cannot leave. So my Jah intends for it to be covenant. So even when you
Marcus,
get mad,
for
look, I'm
everybody that don't know who your Jah is.
my Jah is God. So God is, the God of the Bible. But I call him my Jah. But so biblically, thank you. Biblically, it's not God's design for you to live with somebody that you get married to. Now, that's biblically. And this is what my Jah thinks. Now, we have a system to where, we can do whatever we want to. Now, in the natural, people would say it's okay. I'm not gonna say whether I agree or disagree. I'm gonna just say in these days and times, it has become the kind of like a customary thing. But the question is, um, do you think that it's wise? I think I asked a different question, but I want to change it to this. Do you think that it's wise to live with a person that you're not married to? Do you think that's a wise choice, or do you think that's an unwise choice
For me, for me,
for you?
um, yeah, I need to move in, or you need to move in. Actually, in the past, I
Before you get married, you think it's
yeah, I
wise to
needed
move
I
in
needed
before
to
you get
move
married.
in because you had the place, and you know what I'm talking about. The people that I used to talk to a date, they was already stacked, so they had the place. So I was moving in. Let me move my clothes into that closet. Scoot your car, but let me get a garage spot. But over time, I grew
They're
and
gonna fire
realized
you up
that
in the comments, brother.
I don't care. You know, that's what we here for. We here for entertainment and at the same time just clever
Yeah, that's
conversation
right.
and,
That's right.
and education. But I over time I felt like I could not put myself in that situation where I was leaning depending on somebody else's house because if they kick me out at any point in time, I ain't got
That's right.
nothing. So
That's
then
right.
now I realize I need to have my own stuff. You can move in with me
That's
now, and when
so.
you
Wait,
when you
you get
cheat
your
on
own.
me,
Hold on.
then
You get
then I can
you get
kick you
your
out and
own.
leave all your stuff in the garage where
Hold
you
on.
have to come get it with your ex
Wait, wait.
with a U-Haul.
Hold on, Antoine. Hold on. So wait.
That actually
So
happened.
I thought that I know, but wait, we're gonna get to the story because I want to hear the story. I do. But wait, you went from you're gonna advocate against it because it's her place, and then you re-advocate for it because it's your place. You are a fool.
Yeah, you know, I used to want to move in. Let me move in.
Wow. But then you got your own place and you realize,
Yeah,
nah,
let me move in.
because she
I ain't
gonna
got to
kick you
worry
out.
about it. It's all we already set up. You already
Ah,
got it.
ugh.
I just need a
Oh
closet.
my god. Oh my god.
You
Oh
already
my
know
god.
where everything go. I just need a space. You feel me?
But then so what changed your mind is because she can put you out. And now you sleeping on side of her house.
Or if I ever decide to leave myself, then I only got my car.
Ooh, okay. But then you get your place, and you're not saying we shouldn't move in together no more. You saying now you can move in with me, so now I can put you out.
Yep.
Wow.
When you smelling like fried chicken all the time and you ain't cooking no chicken, I can say good day. And wherever y'all go is where y'all go. That's a real story too.
Who is y'all?
Her and a kid.
Oh, Antoine. Come on, man. Wait. Okay. So tell us the brief story. Tell us the brief
I'm not
story.
gonna
Tell
talk
us the
about that one. I'm not gonna talk about that one. Let's go back to the other one. All right,
look.
so there was a
Go ahead.
time. There was a
Try
time.
to keep it brief because
Yeah,
we
it'll
about to get
be
off, bro.
okay. I can cut all the corners. There was a time where I went on tour and I
Okay.
was dating a person
Australia.
and they moved in with me
Okay.
and I was sending money home and I thought they were paying some of the bills. Well, the landlord hit me up and was like, "Hey, when you go pay rent?" So it's already
Oh
paid.
Lord.
It's already sent back. Well, I haven't got nothing. Okay. Well, let me make a call. Hey, I sent you this money. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay it. Why you haven't paid it already? Oh, I had to use it to do this. What? I gotta play it cool because you in my house. I'm on tour in Australia. I'm gone.
Antoine.
I'm gone. So I gotta play it cool because
So
I
she
don't
didn't
want
pay
to.
the light bill.
She ain't pay nothing. The money that was sent. The money that was sent must have been for her to move out or something. I don't know.
Oh, hold on, wait. So wait, she was staying there. You
She was
wasn't
standing.
there.
I was in Australia.
Oh, she was having house parties at your house, dog.
No,
You was sending her back money
I'm
or
gonna
what?
tell you half of what she was having. What she was having
Oh my
was
God, she was
another
having
dude. Was
in your
another dude.
house.
Now I don't know if it was in my house. I didn't have
See,
cameras at that time.
that's why we need that marriage covenant, dog.
Now I
You
got
ain't finna just be
cameras.
staying with me for free. No, no, I need your last name. You need to have my last. We need to have
No,
some
but
type of something.
but
I need
look.
you alive.
Let me get back to the story. So
All right.
when I realized that there's something else going on, actually one of my brother's exes called me and was like, "Hey, did you leave your car down there?" Yeah. Well, I seen such and such in your car, and she had a dude in there. Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Are you sure? You sure it was my car? You the
Going to
only
catch a
car
flight
got
for the
red.
weekend home, change the locks. You
Oh
gotta
no,
go, man.
you the only car got red seat covers with red red those little rims. Remember, I think I had a white. I forgot what it was.
Okay, so look, I want to know the name. Who did that? Now, if you're not comfortable sharing the name, who?
Crystal Patterson. So anyway, come to find out that
Oh no, you couldn't
she
say
had a
the last
boyfriend.
name.
She had a guy that went to school with us, and I don't know if
Oh,
I don't know what happened while I was gone. I don't know nothing. All I know is when I found out, I told her and her kids can go wherever they were, wherever he
kids with
was.
an S.
Huh?
Kids with an S.
What'd you say?
Kids with an S. We're living in
Oh
your
yeah, yeah,
house like you
kids
was
was in this.
overseas.
So all of y'all, I mean,
Oh, brother
I
Quan.
mean, she was cool people. She was
First
great.
off,
Send me off real good. But when all of this is happening, I was
let me
just
tell you.
like, I don't know what's happening. So I let her keep her stuff in my garage. But when I got back, her and him came and picked up all her stuff with a U-Haul, pulled up to
Oh,
my house. Him, get out the driver's
Antoine,
seat.
look, okay, so first let me say this. Your video definitely froze. I can hear you, but I cannot see you. Um,
You can't.
I can hear you, but your video is froze. So I can see you, but you're not moving on the video. And I'm thinking it's the
What about
same
now?
on okay, yeah. I mean we can see you. I think we can see you on Facebook, but your video not moving. But I will say this: I saw you turn your camera off, but it's still frozen on the same image. But here's what I'll say to that. I'll say to that, I that's really hard. That's really hard for me to consider, my brother. I'm gonna
It,
tell you why. It's hard for me to consider because first off, if we not married, you not staying in my house while I'm gonna be gone. Cause I already know you gonna be having niggas up in my house. We gotta go. Like
you have
you
to
gotta go
trust.
stay at your mama house.
No, 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 no. If
You what
at
you
that
hold on. Say that word again. You have to do what?
you have to trust the person until they
And
give you a
y'all
reason. Until they
but
give you a
y'all
reason
wasn't
not to.
married. But look, see
We wasn't
again,
married.
y'all
We wasn't
wasn't
married.
married,
No.
and you let her stay up in your house, and that's probably why she had another dude in there. I'm an
Hey,
advocate. Look,
now
go ahead, go ahead.
I don't think she had nothing to do with it. I think that she left in my car and went to his house. I think that's what was happening. But look, that was one of those things where when I said if it was up to me, I probably would have married more than the people that I married because in that situation we was already setting up to I'm being a part of your family. I'm helping with the children. You're in my house. Everything was already. We were in a relationship. Everything was already going toward a way of if time would have presented itself and we would have continued, that it would have been a whole situation. But then after realizing this over time, it was like I was saved by the cheating.
No, you was not saved by the cheating. The
I was
cheating was
saved.
your punishment for bringing this
No,
woman in your house that you wasn't married to. All right, so
I
hold on, look.
perfectly
So
fine.
look. Here's the question for everybody that's watching. If you have not caught the question, look, Antoine, fix your camera while I'm asking the question to the people that
I'm
are
gonna go
still
out and
watching.
then I'm gonna ask
Okay,
to come back in.
okay, I got you. I got you. Go ahead and go backstage. I'm gonna let you back on. But look, the co-host had to go off because his cricket internet is whack. But here's the question. The question is, um, moving in before you get married. Is it wise to move in with the person before you marry them, or is it more wise to wait until you get married before you move in together? Antoine's decision and view on that is he thinks that you should move in. I'm really looking forward to hearing all of your comments because my viewpoint for that is an absolutely no. There is no way I'm sharing my living space with someone who I am not in covenant relationship with. I need to have your word and I'm going to give you my word before we share living spaces. for just the reason that Antoine said that he didn't do it is the same reason why I say don't do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I agree with this comment. It is not wise to move in before marriage. Why? Because this person can be playing you. Just like Antoine's story said that he let a girl live with him while he went overseas. While he was overseas, this woman had a whole nother man. Absolutely not. Now, if he'd have been married, you know what would have happened? He would have been able to divorce her. He would have it would have been so many options for him, but instead he just had to put her out. And if she would have been an a-hole about it, he would have had to go through the whole eviction process. This is why I say, guys, ladies, I'm gonna speak for the guy. I see you back, Antoine, but I don't see your camera is not on, so I don't know what you're doing on. There you go. Your camera not on though. Okay, there you go. So I would say this: while we wait for the co-host to come back, guys, ladies, it is not a wise decision to move in with your person before you have a covenant, or I don't want to use biblical terms. Let me just use regular terms. It is not wise for you to move in with somebody before you have a contract with that person, a written contract with that person saying that they are not going to be with anyone else but you, and you are not going to be with anyone else but them. If you move in and start having all of this joint stuff, I've never understood this. So look, please, please, guys, tell me in the chat whether you agree or disagree and tell me why. But here's what I'll say. I will never understand how you can have a whole baby with a person, but not be willing to commit to that person, and at least not be able to say, this is it or this is not it. People be 2 or 3 babies in, and this is not to criticize nobody, because I've lived life and I know what that's like to be caught in a situationship. But look, okay, Anton, I'm bringing you back on. Your camera is still off. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna put you backstage until you finish. But look, anyway, like I was saying, I just don't think that it's in your best interest to be living with a person that won't even commit to you. So I will commit a year on the contract with you, but I won't commit the next year of my life to you. At least if you don't want to, okay, we got you back, Brother Torn. We got you back. But hold on, I'm in the middle of my rant. Look, if we don't commit a year to this place together, you should be able to commit a year of being loyal to me. If we gonna commit to paying this rent, you need to be able to commit to me for the next 12 months. Like I don't know how that's a thing. I disagree with you, Antoine. I want to say I disagree wholeheartedly. It ain't no way I'm moving in with no person, no whole nother person, without being married to them. No, it ain't no way we doing that. It's frustration for me. It's aggravation for me.
So
It's
you
all
would
of this
tell Spug no
administration.
if she said she wanted to move in. You
No,
would tell her no.
no, not until we married. No, she already know this. She said the same thing. Like, no, we not moving in
So
together. I love you, sweetheart, but until we get you're gonna have to sign on the dotted line and commit to me before God and the preacher and all these witnesses before I move in with you. No, I'm not moving in with no person. I'm a whole pastor. What did it look like? No. And then even if I wasn't, even if I didn't have a church, I don't see the logic in moving in with a person that you're not committed to. I don't see the logic in it. It's
if
illogical
you're
to
in a
me.
relationship that's not committed,
No, I don't look. I do not see the logic in living with a female that you are not committed to. If you're gonna commit a year to her, you need to be ready to commit your life to her. Other than that, you can live by yourself and I can live by myself. I don't want to live with nobody that I ain't married to. Heck no. 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 I'm
okay,
sorry, bro.
okay. I'm not saying it's your opinion. I'm good.
Nah, it just seems illogical, man. It just
Spug
seems
wouldn't do that.
illogical.
Oh, that's how you spell it. Spug.
But that's the truth. I mean, you know what? So, you know what? Look, I will say this. The thing that has changed since we first did the first few episodes last year was that I actually do see the significance of having a person. Thank you, Spud. Of having a person that is really into God the same way that I'm into God. It does definitely make a difference. The decisions that I make is understood why I make decisions that I make because God really does direct my life morally, you know. So I can definitely say that. Before I was just like, it don't matter, but it definitely does matter. So
Told you.
Antoine, you were right. Alonzo, you were right. If you were watching, Alonzo, you were right. Antoine, you guys were absolutely right. Yes. But the point is, the morals on her end is the same as the morals on my end. I want I'm not gonna move in with you until we commit it. So yeah, I'll commit to you first before we even get the place. But it ain't no way I'm living because I've learned to live by I can take care of myself. So yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean, but
mean,
yeah,
there was a lot of things that was different this time around than previous times. No intimacy, no moving in, none of that stuff happened until after marriage this time. So
yeah,
again, I want to be clear on that. This time was completely different from any of the other times. But I think that those experiences didn't move me to do something different this time. It was again because of the person
right.
that I said I'm willing to do something different because her level of standard of expectation of what she wanted, what she desired, what she wanted, I respected. So
Yeah, okay.
because I in my previous times I was open to or okay with, it could have easily been the same situation where I'm like, oh, okay, we go experience this intimacy thing before we get married, okay? Or okay, you gonna move in so I can see if you clean up or clean or not. Because sometimes I just put my uniform down. Sometimes, I don't wash dishes that same night. Are you okay with that? Are you a clean freak, neat freak? I need to know those things because when you get into a marriage and then decide to let me see all this stuff, I feel like um you don't know some of your idiosyncrasies. You don't know some of her idiosyncrasies. And then when all those things come together, you be like, man, this this girl, she don't clean up like I clean up. She don't put stuff like I put stuff. That's just stuff that you're gonna have to work out. And
But
I
wait, hold
rather see that before day
in
one,
person.
and then we like, okay, we have different styles. All right, so you don't like my movie room. That's my space. That's not your space. So don't come here trying to change the carpet in my movie room. That's my space. I feel like seeing that stuff before day one. For me, it helps.
Okay, so hold on, hold on. I'm saying this. Couldn't that be a conversation that you had before you move in? Like before you get committed? Before like you said earlier, like you said earlier, you definitely said earlier these are conversations. Couldn't you have that conversation before you decide your camera just went off, bro? But
I
couldn't
turned it
you
off.
have
I turned it off
couldn't
because I
you
was scratching my stomach.
this dude. But no, couldn't you have that conversation before? Couldn't you
Yeah,
ask that?
yeah,
Are you a neat freak? Are you a clean freak? I like the carpet in my movie room.
yeah.
Don't
But
change the carpet. You couldn't
bro,
just say
how
that.
many times? How many times can people say one thing and be something else?
That's true.
Yeah, or can I deal with your breath in the morning? Is that something that you ain't gonna experience that all the time? I want to see you without makeup in the morning. That's not a conversation. I want to see that. I'm not saying that it's
Did
wrong
she
or
just
right.
come to your house like
It's
after
been
she
it's
get
been
out,
a
wipe
night.
off the makeup? No, just come chill
No,
and then go
no.
home.
I wanna see. This is just me. It's not. I'm not. I don't want
No,
to
no, no. Right,
debate
right,
it.
that's
Yeah, if
right.
it's right or wrong, I'm saying I would prefer to be able to see you in your element, in your space, not you bringing a night bag over, not you spending a night, but just this is your space. You're here with me. How do we operate on a daily basis? How do you live? How do you sleep? Do you wake up one way? Do you wake up on a good side of the bed? Do you pray in the morning? Do you speak in tongues in the morning? And I'm waking up to hear you because Don does that. Am I able to deal with that? I'm serious.
Right.
It's just these different things that I would want to experience um, before day one, and day one happened, and I was sleeping out here. I don't, how do you respond? So I do understand the levels and why we do that and why God expects us to do it this way and his orders and processes. The same reason why we shouldn't have kids out of wedlock and have kids random people, because he
Absolutely.
intended for us to be with one
Committed.
person with those kids so we don't have kids spread abroad. It brings so many other issues that you and I know we deal with or have dealt with other people, but
That's right.
um just in experiencing in life in general, that's one thing that I probably still would not. I would still be okay with. I would be okay with experiencing living with a person before marriage.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, that's good. We have a difference of opinion, and I appreciate your difference. Why you keep putting that fan over your face, man?
Because
What's
you
your
keep
face?
coughing.
Look, well, look, guys, that's all we got for y'all tonight. I'm about to go
It's
offline. I need
time
to
to
go
go.
to sleep. But I
Oh
want to say I
man,
appreciate everybody that was watching. I appreciate everybody that came on live. I appreciate all of y'all for y'all's inputs, especially on Facebook. I'm gonna try to work it out to where on Instagram I can see all y'all comments. Like we'll figure it out. But brother Twan, I'm gonna be on next Wednesday. I'm going to probably have a different guest. I don't know yet. I'll probably have you and a different guest just because I love your energy, your vibe. I like your
bet
perspective. So, look, guys, we will be back next Wednesday. What time we coming on next Wednesday, Broham? 6:30?
7 o'clock.
Selm. 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 We'll be on next week at 7. Look, I do also want to point you guys to, I did a great Bible study on our church channel, tgm.church on YouTube. So, guys, please go check that out at some point today or tomorrow. But I'm going offline. So I want to say I thank y'all for watching tonight. I appreciate all y'all for coming on. Go back, check out the conversation. Antoine, you want to say something to the Pope before we go offline?
This has been fun. Et at home.
What does that mean,
Nothing. I don't know. It's not Et phone home. Et at home. I'm at home. Let's go.
man?
We good. My
All
name
right.
changes
Well, look.
every session for everybody that
Yeah,
didn't
well,
know.
look, guys who are watching, look, I do post a link in the chat box, so you can just copy that, paste that, and put it in your browser. And as soon as you click it, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do, and you can come on live with us. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the lives next time. We had one person on, we had a couple of people backstage that got off. But I am really looking forward to you guys coming on, joining the conversation next week. But we will be going live every single week on Wednesday and on Friday. This week we just went on Wednesday because Friday is Valentine's Day. But next week, Wednesday, we're gonna be going live, and probably we're gonna do an extra live for you next Friday. If you are listening, thank you very much. Thank you very much on YouTube. If you are listening, I upload these podcasts on all the podcasting platforms. So if you listen on Apple Music, if you listen on Amazon, if you listen on Deezer, whatever podcast platform that you're listening on, Spotify, you can catch these lives on
These
there as
hands.
well. But for the most part, they're gonna be on YouTube. The whole conversation is gonna be on YouTube. Probably part of the conversation is gonna be on those, but most of the conversation, you'll get the whole conversation unedited on YouTube and wherever you catch your podcast. So, guys, thank y'all so much again. You can find me and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Well, not Snapchat, but Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social media platforms at underscore Minister Marcus. I'm doing the Encounter podcast. You have just had an encounter with Marcus Stewart at
All right.
underscore Minister Marcus. All right, Brother
Don't have
Twan.
a hangover. Don't have a hangover because we don't want to visit your tombstone. Have a good one.
Oh, Twan is childish. All right, guys, we going offline. Thank y'all again for watching. We'll see y'all next week at Selm. SELM. Selm.